Welcome to MCOM 481 News, the source for all of your important Towson news. I'm Jack Rosen.
And I'm Lauren Calva. Here's the breaking news of the day. It's that time of year to recap the 2013's most notable people and events. This morning, Time magazine named their most highly speculated person of the year. Rumors spread that singer Miley Cyrus or whistleblower Edward Snowden would be contenders for the award. But the newly elected Pope, Francis, was awarded the honor. Deemed the people's pope, he has come from humble beginnings. Many followers of the Catholic Church have welcomed his modern ideas of acceptance and change. Now here's Jack with more of your news.
Students graduating from Towson this semester will be one of the first classes to hold its graduation commencement ceremony in the new CQ Arena. Since opening in September, the CQ Arena has already been host to 15 high school graduations, 3 Harlem Globetrotters games, 1 Maryland Special Olympics event, and only 6 Towson commencement ceremonies. The new arena boasts 5,200 seats, 4 private suites, 104 court-side seats, and 340 club seats. Extra graduation tickets will be available for purchase until supplies last. A recent increase in crime alerts has students concerned for their safety, and here's a look at what I discovered about the new crime alert system and how you can stay safe off campus. It was just another night of studying for senior Joe Farrell, but what started off as a break from studying turned into something no one can study for.
Well, Monday, I was walking from the library because I was studying all night. I was approached by a man from behind, and he actually had a knife on him.
After asking for his wallet, the criminal took Joe's cell phone. Once the man made his escape, Joe knew the right thing to do was to contact the authorities.
He ran off down Burke, and I walked really fast to Dunkin' Donuts and used their phone and called 911, and TUPD showed up within 4 or 5 minutes.
Just because you're receiving more texts about crime doesn't mean Towson has become a less safe community.
We are mandated by law to report all crimes that happens within a mile of campus.
Crime is not increasing in Towson. A new public safety building is just making sure students are more aware of present danger.
But this is why you guys are getting the quite frequent alerts, is because we have that new building, so we have to report the crimes that are happening off campus.
Even after his incident, Joe Farrell still doesn't believe anything has changed this year.
I don't think it's that much of an increase in crime. I mean, we are in Baltimore County.
Students may not be at an increased risk of crime, but it never hurts to be smart and be aware of dangerous situations.
As long as you're not doing stuff like I did, like walking around alone at night, I think you'll be okay.
I'm Jack Rosen, MCOM 481 News.
The Towson shuttle service makes getting home for the holidays easier than students may think. Students heading home for the holidays can take advantage of the winter break shuttle service offered by Towson. Shuttles will transport students from the Union Garage to Penn Station, then go to BWI Thurgood Marshall Airport. The service will start on December 16th at 9 a.m. The last shuttle will leave Towson on December 18th at 1 o'clock. Students can reserve their seat on a bus and choose a time that accommodates them on the Towson website. Make your reservation soon because seats are going quick. The service does not include a return shuttle when classes resume in January. If you're thinking of living in the heart of Towson, you may be in luck. There are plans for a new student housing complex to be built near the Towson campus. As MCOM's 481's Tess Rosinski reports, some community members may have concerns over this new project.
Living in nearby communities of a large university means some students may park in residential areas. For Amy Welling, this has been an ongoing problem, and says that some students use her street as a parking lot.
Park from this sign that says no parking all the way down probably another 75 feet.
The approval of a student housing building may cause even more parking issues. It will be built behind the Towson University Marriott Conference Hotel by DMS Development. Founder of DMS Development, David Schlockman, says the floor plan should provide enough parking.
We are providing what will end up to be 440 spaces for the students for 571 beds, which is about 77%.
The building will be 10 stories high and have 2 levels of underground parking for up to 100 bicycle spots and 290 parking spaces. An additional 150 spaces will be reserved at the Baltimore County parking facility, about a quarter of a mile away from the building. I'm here near the property line of the proposed building. As you can see, the Marriott is behind me, and some of these trees will need to be taken down so that construction can begin. This is another concern that opposers have. President of the Greater Towson Council of Community Associations, Paul Hartman, says the area has about 1.8 acres of trees.
There need to be 1.2 acres of trees cut down out of 1.8 acres of trees that are there.
Communities are taking action. In Wellings community, a parking permit process is underway to prevent non-permit holders from parking on the streets.
A couple of years ago, Towson banned smoking on its campus. Today, that rule is loosely followed, and on-campus smoking is frequent in more areas than you might think. In 2010, Towson University banned smoking on campus. In 2013, sometimes that can be hard to tell. Groups of students and faculty still smoke in areas that are considered to be on campus, and others are taking notice. A $75 fine and a possible citation are what await on-campus smokers, and Towson is trying even harder than ever to smother the problem. Campus police are stepping up the enforcement, keeping Towson smoke-free for years to come.
Towson University and Hartford Community College have paired up to build a new Towson campus in Bel Air on the Community College campus. The 6,000 square foot facility allows 1,500 students to complete 2 years of college, then transfer to Towson to receive a bachelor's degree. The building is expected to be finished in July of 2014. For those who enjoyed a night out downtown, getting from the Inner Harbor to Federal Hill may be getting easier. We'll have that story after the break.
Here's one sports injury that's easy to see.
What's not so easy to detect is a concussion.
And what used to be thought of as just a ding can potentially be dangerous.
A concussion can have a long-term impact.
That's why the Baltimore Ravens and MedStar Sports Medicine are working together to make sure you know the signs and symptoms of a concussion.
For more information or for baseline testing, call 888-44-SPORT.
When in doubt, sit it out.
If someone asked you, what makes your world go round, what would you say?
I love playtime.
Baseball!
I love Da Vinci.
I love my new husband, Mark.
Name your love.
My mother.
Payson! Of course, the Ravens.
Kramer.
For all that you love, register now for the MedStar Heart Network's Heart Smart event on November 10th. 877-74-HEART.
And welcome back to MCOM 481 News. Let's get back to the news of the day.
A new bridge connecting the Inner Harbor and Federal Hill is just one of the new amenities proposed in the Inner Harbor 2.0 plan. The plan includes a beach with a kayak launch and a floating swimming pool. While the bridge isn't set to be complete for a few years, Inner Harbor visitors can take advantage of a free water taxi service connecting the two sides of the harbor.
2013 was the first year Hanukkah and Thanksgiving fell on the same day since 1888, and it will be the last time any of us will ever see it again. The holidays will continue to overlap, but they will not fall on the same day for another 70,000 years. If you didn't make the most out of this, thanks Hanukkah, do not worry, you have plenty of time until the next one.
Mistletoe Meltdown is being held at Towson University's Newscast2 Arena on Friday, December 13th. Performers include the Plain White Tees, Avril Lavigne, Sarah Bareilles, Gavin DeGraw, and the Backstreet Boys. The show starts at 6:30 and tickets are sold out, but listen to Mix 106.5 for your chance to win tickets. Saturday was a record-breaking day for the Towson football team. Towson won against Fordham with a score of 48-28, making that game the first FCS playoff for Towson. Because of the win, Towson now advances to the quarterfinals of the FCS playoffs. The next game is against Eastern Illinois this Friday. In other sports news, the men's basketball team won against Central Penn last night with a score of 102-72, making this Towson's 11th straight home victory. This also marks the first game since 1995 where Towson scored over 100 points. The team still played even with campus closed due to inclement weather. Snow fell once again, adding another layer to Sunday's snowfall. Between 2 to 3 inches fell yesterday in Towson, and with last night's freezing temperatures, icy conditions have become prevalent in some areas. Today's high is expected to be a cold 33 degrees with generally sunny skies.
Thank you, Tess. That'll just about do it for us. From MCOM 481 News at Towson University, I'm Jack Rosen.
And I'm Lauren Calva. See you next time.